Okay, we're live again. Hello, Internet.
Uh, Hello, Internet.
It's me, Winsome. Just
It's
trying
me.
my best.
Yeah. Trying is the operative word here. It's when you.
Yoink. Okay,
Yoink.
should we just jump
God
into it?
damn
Let's
it,
just talk
Wins.
about some D&D, yeah?
Yeah. God damn it, Winston.
Okay. Woo! Alright, this week we're drawing a halfling barbarian spy, and there's a non-trivial chance that it'll just become a chihuahua drawing. Um,
Please.
am I
You're
wrong?
cursing us from the very start.
No, daylight savings cursed us from the very start. All right. So this is
Okay,
a
also,
Path of the
both the
Beast
cats are on
barbarian.
my table, so this is about to get messy. Give
Incredible.
me a
I
second.
mean, they knew it was already going to be messy, so
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
that I can't
don't
have both of them
screenshot
on the
that.
table.
My my
On my table.
keyboard has a print screen button right next to the delete button. So every time I press
Mm.
delete, there's a non-trivial chance I also take a screenshot. Um,
That would be a great modern art project.
would it?
You just have to write about it real cryptically.
I don't
That
know,
would be a
man.
great modern art project. I don't know. I've written a lot of cryptic things about modern arts.
I've only written a handful of cryptic things about modern art,
You just need more practice.
but they sure do love a cryptic, don't they?
They do love a cryptic.
Hey, hey,
Oh, should we talk about D&D?
yeah. Given that it's 10:18 already.
Yoink. Okay. Am I doing the character drawing? Is that what we
Yes.
decided? Okay.
Don't worry, your screen is not up yet. You have a moment. You have a moment to get it together. Should we give the wait? Do halflings get bonuses to anything?
Um,
Probably like
halflings.
dexterity
Probably
or
Dex.
something. Oh, maybe intelligence. Actually, I can't remember. Oh, gnomes are the ones that get bonus to intelligence. Does that sound right?
I assume that this is a stout halfling,
Yeah.
so they get a +1 to con.
Okay, +2 to dex, +1
And
to con.
yeah, so looking at these just stats, I think the
Stats.
16 is strength,
Yeah,
correct?
that feels correct.
The 13 is con, I think.
Yeah, that'll bring it up to
That makes sense.
14,
And I think one of the 12s is Dex.
which will bring it up to 14. And then I would
Um,
like for their do we think that this is like a fighty spy a la like Mission Impossible and James Bond, or is it more like a um
sorry. Winston just looked out the window and let out the most anguished meow.
like a jovial interpersonal spy? I feel like, given the rest of the stats, that the 9 is going to end up in charisma, so maybe this is a fighting spy.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's a fighty spy, given that we've given all of their stats to
A fighty
physical.
hacker spy is what I'm getting. Should we give
Yeah,
the 12 to intelligence and then the 11 to wisdom?
sounds
Well, but
good
they
to
should
me.
probably have better perception.
But
I
don't they
don't know
want
about
better
these stats. I don't know
investigation?
about these stats. What if we give the
We
11
could,
to con, it becomes 12?
yeah, and
Give
then we could
the
give the
13 to
13 to,
wisdom and the 12 to intelligence.
yeah, I like this.
Yeah, okay. This is a pretty good stat
Okay,
spread, honestly.
pretty
Were
good.
we?
Just stats.
We can't keep saying this. This can't become a thing.
It's a thing now in my brain. I can't let it go.
Let it go. Let it
Nope.
go.
Nope.
Um, hey, what should we name this Frembo?
Frembo?
Yeah. What do we think? Okay.
Grumbo. Sorry.
Hey, good news. None of the names from the PHB are Diza, so
Hey, no. 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 We can't
fuck.
do this.
Okay, I like the last name. There's like some of these are like underbrush or things like that. I think that it should be Underfoot, the last name. That's funny and
I like
cute.
Underfoot.
What should their first name be though?
One of the female name options is Keithry, and I just keep thinking of Keetry.
Some great variations. Keetry has some great variations. That is a joke
Really,
for
truly.
truly nobody.
It's for all the two of us streaming.
Yeah, but how many of those people do we think have ballet experience?
I was gonna say it's for the two of us who are streaming, not for the audience.
Great, great. Okay.
Keetry Underfoot.
I'm not naming this thing Keetry.
No.
Portia is such a bougie name.
Listen, Portia just makes me think of Pig, and I'm trying to like place the children's book that has Portia Pig, and I can't. But I think there's a children's book that has a pig named Portia, and that's all I can think about.
Do you remember Lyle from Animal Crossing?
Oh, yes. Of course I remember Lyle. What a wild character design.
Hey, we need to just pull it together a little and get this person's name down.
Roscoe.
Roscoe? I don't hate Roscoe. I also kind of like Osborne. The name Euphemia is so close to euphemism. This is a mess already. God, none of these are really speaking to me though. All right, time to open fantasy name generator.
Sometimes I think fantasy name generator has wilder ones.
Yeah, remember last week during our home game when I rolled a random place name and it was like the Ecstasy Concert Hall or something like that? Completely wrong. Just wrong. Oh my god, fantasy name generator doesn't have an option for halfling names.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Do they have like Hobbit?
Oh, Hobbit would work.
Do they have like
They do have Hobbit.
Yeah.
Amanda?
Nope. We can't do Amanda. No former boss names here. Yes, we're doing Leonora. We're drawing your rabbit.
Leonora is often underfoot, but we can't do that. That's too many syllables, honestly.
Too fancy.
Albert spelled with an E after the A.
Albert.
Donna. Humbert.
Ooh, I do like Humbert. But
right,
because
Humbert
it's funny.
it is, because otherwise we're going to spend 2 hours trying to think of a halfling name.
Humbert? Wait, I need to choose a different pen to draw with. I can't draw with this thick of a pen.
Because I happen to be thick, actually.
Nope.
Alright. Your screen is up.
Yay!
Lightsabers. This is incredible. Oh man, we made it, kids. We need to talk about this character. This is actually, I feel like this is a challenging one for me.
Why?
Just the getting the backstory and also the fact that my body is disoriented.
Trying to draw. Here's the thing is that I'm gonna do some real quick drawing on this because I only got 30 minutes, so.
Oh, you can go a little over. Less time for me to make a horrific mistake.
Make a horrific mistake and make the render process so difficult.
I feel like with the scene drawing of this section of this stream, there's just so much opportunity to just become a problem for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my brain is better at imagining things I could be doing than it is at actually executing.
My brain really does think I can do all sorts of things.
Are you making this
and
person
then I lay in bed
kneeling?
Yes, they're a spy. This was spy.
The way you said they're a spy.
I genuinely don't know what was funny with that.
I don't know either. Okay, so Form of the Beast is just fascinating. You're basically kind of a half werewolf, is I think the energy that they wanted this subclass to have, you know what I mean? Because you can like make a
werewolf but less bulky.
Yeah, werewolf but like less of a furry. Only half a furry.
It's just D&D I just don't think has problems with furries is the real tea. I think these legs are too long for a halfling.
One of these feats is not the same as the other.
One of these feats is not the same. Also, the legs are too long.
Yeah, halfling's got short little legs. Bold of you to go with a pose first.
Wait, what am I? What?
I always just draw my character. I guess that's not true. With Cedric, I drew a soccer player. But that's like not that hard of a pose. You've chosen a difficult pose, is what I'm saying. We started late and you immediately went in for a tough pose.
Let me live.
Yo, Leonora has found... So for context, Leonora is my rabbit. She's found a piece of cardboard underneath my chair and is munching on it so loud.
So happily.
She's so happy with herself. She's so round.
When is she not?
She's so round.
She is really round.
Last night I was playing video games and my
Natch
and my controller hands were over the edge of the couch and Justin ran out into the living room. Justin's
also a rabbit.
Justin is also a rabbit. Yes, they both have people names.
My cats also have people names. We don't need to talk about it too much.
They came with the names. Anyways, Justin ran out into the living room, got up on his hind legs, and just gave my hand such a deep, vigorous sniff, and then ran away again. It was...
Oh my god.
It was a blessed moment.
Dum-dum.
What is happening right now? I thought you had the right proportions already.
Did I?
You wanted torso was legs.
Real... This is true. It's just the torso was real wide, and I didn't want to make it, like, weirdly sticky. Like slender and then yeah. Anyways, I don't know what to do with the arms.
You mean one of them cartoon characters that have the big square body and then just the 2-stick leg? Because I was gonna go do that actually in a second. So
really,
you.
Should I do?
Absolutely. No. You do.
Should I
keep whatever
the stick
you want to
do.
We've got our own individual styles going on. Don't. Okay. I regret speaking. Just draw whatever you want. How is it that
Listen, you can't say that.
You simply already stopped talking about D&D. Okay,
It's because you started talking about your rabbits.
Well, pre-stream, you wanted to make this person's beast form a chihuahua. So now I'm just imagining...
I still do.
I'm just imagining a whole ass person's face transforming into the muzzle of a chihuahua. Which, let's be real, there's no way the chihuahua muzzle does 1d8 piercing damage.
Only two fingies and toes. Uh, should I start over?
Again, do you. You do you. You do what you want to do.
I can't figure out what to do with the arms. Here's the thing is that I don't want to just draw it standing like I normally do, but also I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared to do poses today.
Wait, so okay, here's the question. If they're like a kind of like a sneaky James Bondy spy, maybe you could give them like a gun or something. I don't think you want to draw a gun. You could make them hacking.
You saw the gun I drew on that drawing I posted earlier this week. It was a rectangle with another rectangle.
That is what a gun is shaped like, so it's fine. What else do spies do? They hack into things. They hack into the mainframe.
Okay, you can fully tell me no on this one.
When you lead with that.
What if their beast form is a swan or a goose?
Why?
Because I think it would be funny.
So for their form of the beast, I think 1d8 piercing damage is still good for their bite. But what about their claws? Does it become wings and then it becomes bludgeoning damage?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about their tail?
I don't know.
Does it become shit and then it's poison damage?
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
That's too gross, I think, even for this stream.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. Harold just turned on a fan.
Incredible work, Harold.
He's so shocked, his little face.
Actually, I think the phrasing of form of the beast is such that you could really interpret it as you can take on multiple different varieties of beast form.
So I think that their favored one is definitely goose, no?
Yeah, all right. It is hilarious. But I'm not drawing a goose head today.
We're starting over. I can't. That sketch was not doing it.
Hey, what things do spies do? What do spies do?
Sneak.
Oh, we didn't add any of the background. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, is there background stat stuff?
There's always background stat stuff, but this is a fix it in post situation, I think.
Oh, okay.
God, barbarians are so beefy. Having a d12 for your hit dice is... Mwah.
Okay, I need to figure out a pose. Because I think that I could probably... Huh?
Part of your problem might be that when you draw a person kneeling, like, I feel like they're probably going to be a little hunched over, too.
So
like maybe don't go straight up and down.
So do a jelly bean.
I feel like in terms of the skills that they grab from the barbarian skills that you get proficiency in, it's going to be intimidation and perception.
Yeah.
What kind of equipment do we think they have?
I don't know. I like the idea of them having Tavern Brawler as a feat eventually, so they can just like improvise a weapon and use it.
Yeah, that feels really good to me. Like, so the way that I was imagining this, because like I don't feel like spy and barbarian necessarily are, like go together on first thought, but my thought was maybe what it is like if they're infiltrating an enemy base or whatever and they're like sneaking around and then somebody like spots them, they enter like they enter their rage and like just dispatch of that person as quickly as possible, basically.
Yeah.
Plus, danger sense is great for somebody that's like, like for
Sorry.
some
And I just had to draw those little arms for a second.
for somebody that is sort of trying to get into a base, like dexterity saving throw advantage against effects that you can see is pretty good. So like the classic like heist movie scene where they're like dancing through the lasers.
Yeah. What are these arms doing? I don't think I made them hunched over enough. That's fine. Maybe they can be carrying something behind their back or. I'm just imagining a big old battering ram that they're holding, but maybe that's insane.
I don't think you can sneak with a battering ram.
You can do whatever you want to do.
I'm just thinking about the I feel like in media the like there's like a lot of overlap between like spy and like just like straight up assassin.
That's true. Mean? Maybe they're speaking on a speaking stone. This arm is fucked. Do you ever just draw something and you're like, that's not it?
That ain't it.
This is a slightly better. There's their little nub hand. And their speaking stone, and then this arm is somewhere.
Barbarian is such a good class to play if you like don't want to think too hard about it.
You just want to like, bonk.
So powerful, but they're very like rules light.
Yeah, this is true. I always play something with too many rules.
It's because you have that nervous energy about you. I don't understand
the
where
nervous
on their face this energy. Just like stone is.
It's next to their ear. Ooh.
Do they have another arm?
Yeah, I'm figuring that one out.
You just gonna go in, no scope the ear like that? Incredible.
What hair do they have?
An edgy spy haircut. I wish I knew what that is.
Yeah,
their name is Humbert. No.
This is so cursed. We've doomed ourselves from the beginning.
This one's gonna be bad, and it's not even gonna be like funny bad the way that Vinny is.
It's just gonna be bad.
That's okay. We don't need to save the VOD for this one. Woo! I've always thought that I love the way that Big Berry 6 on Dimension 20's Starstruck goes into a rage, which is just that he goes into the zone. Because I do feel like rage is like such a weird misnomer because of how it's used like colloquially versus like in D&D, rage is almost like an intense form of concentration. Like the actual mechanic of it is basically like you concentrate so hard that your bonks are good.
Yeah, you bonk real well.
Who is Humbert calling and why don't they just have an earpiece?
Do I need to start over again?
No, don't do that.
This is why you don't ask questions while I'm drawing. I fully came in here prepared to draw a chihuahua, and then we didn't do that, and I'm kind of sad.
Well, you're the one that just suggested that maybe they're a swan, so I don't know. Why?
I don't know what clothing's. What?
I feel like every item of clothing you've ever drawn just has a cuff for some reason.
It's easier. It's easier.
Do
Let
they
it happen.
wear do they wear like a dress shirt when they go on their spy missions?
They wear a spy onesie. Don't kill me.
I'm not mad at the idea of a onesie. I just don't understand what's happening here. Is this a
Neither do I,
now
okay?
see the cuffs with the onesie makes it feel like this is a child. Just keep in mind this is the image that's going to come first in the Instagram post.
What if I just don't post this week?
I can't believe we named this thing Humbert.
I can't. This is such a bad drawing. I can't do it.
You could just start over.
Yeah, I'm drawing him standing.
You could go until 11:15. Like I don't have any qualms about that because I also need to think of a scene to put Humbert in, and we've barely established what kind of spy he is.
This is such a fucking mess. Okay, we're doing a good old front. Not a fully front, but I need to not draw him in a little pose.
He could be an assassin spy.
What does that mean?
Just like that his job is to kill. Yeah, this is the shape of a killer. Um
I can't. I don't know what you want me to do.
what kind of weapon do we think he carries? For sure tavern brawler eventually for improvised weapons.
This is how muscles work, right?
I mean, yes and no. I'm just imagining what this looks like on any kind of Twitch homepage right now.
I can't do this.
Oh my god, we have a chat from a viewer.
Do we?
Yeah,
What is
hello.
our hello? Wait, where's the chat? I can't see it.
This is so messy. I'm so sorry to our one viewer and first follower. You're incredible.
I'm so sorry. This stream is such a mess. Oh no.
Yeah, bringing big daylight savings energy. They said, let me see. They said, whenever somebody sees you, you just yell, "Ignore me!" exclamation point, and then roll intimidation. Yo, the Artemis
That's
88, you're fabulous. We love it. Hello. We're so glad you're here, and we're sorry that this is perhaps the first stream you're joining us on. It is a mess.
this is the shape.
I'm not mad at that shape. It does kind of give me teacher energy.
Oh, that's real tilted.
What kind of do you think this is a spy that work for an organization, or do you think this is a spy that like
I could
is
work
like
with the
sort of
tilt,
a
honestly.
merc for hire? What was that?
I could kind of work with the head tilt situation. Although they would never be glaring down at someone, they're a halfling. Maybe they could be glaring up at someone, and I can keep the tilt. Okay. Sorry, what was your question?
Oh, I was just saying, do you think that they are sort of an contract merc for hire, or do you think that they're more like a works for specific organization kind of spy?
I think they're a merc for hire.
You think they're a merc for hire? Do they have a specialty?
Um, Actually, rewind. I think that they work for a halfling organization.
What do you think this organization does?
I don't know. I'm too tired. This is a messier stream than Vinny, good fortune, and I didn't think that was possible.
I can't believe this is the stream we got to chat on, because this is a messy one. This is a messy one for sure.
Okay, let's think about the...
Maybe they could be a corporate spy.
And so then no one expects when they get bonked over the head really hard.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
maybe even they're like kind of a corporate spy that's a bit of a brute, and sometimes their handler is like, hey, Humbert, you can't bonk everybody.
And Humbert's like, bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay. I can draw a corporate spy attire. I can do that. Oh, that's the wrong layer.
I recently played this video game. It's called Hitman.
Oh, I haven't actually watched any. I just watched the opening part of Jacob and Julia's stream for Hitman.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, you should watch it.
You get the energy though, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm imagining for Humbert here. Humbert is Hitman, yeah, but half the size. A third of the size.
Okay. Here's the real question. Tie, no tie. Oh my god, sweater vest.
Sweater vest feels correct, but maybe popped open the top collar so that their neck can sort of like bulge out.
Okay, I can't draw a popped collar. You know I can't.
Not a popped collar, like an open collar, like unbutton the top button.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. I thought I clicked the eraser, but I instead hit the vector art tool.
That ain't it.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
The best part about Hitman is that you choke a person out, and then you take all of their clothing off of them, and then you dump them in a dumpster. And that's considered non-lethal.
What? Huh? Huh?
Because you just leave them in a dumpster without fully taking the life out of them. Just probably permanently injuring them from lack of oxygen to brain. And then you just put on their clothes, and then you're quote-unquote in disguise.
One of these arms is bigger and swoller than the other.
Even though you're just the biggest, whitest, baldest man on the entire planet, and you've got a barcode tattooed to the back of your head. It's just not subtle at all.
One of these arms is bigger and swoller than the other, and I think I might leave it.
I love the way that you draw a crotch, by the way. It's just no matter
no
how round your character is, they have a massive thigh gap.
The thigh gap. Living that fantasy. What?
Yo, Humbert is pizza shaped.
And he's gonna remain pizza shaped.
I like it. You don't have to change it.
That's bad.
I wonder if his cover is always that he's an inspector of some variety, like a building inspector.
Oh, I can give him a hard hat.
Yes, a building inspector, and then somebody sees the building inspector rifling through their corporate files, and then he just pulls out a whole file cabinet drawer and whacks them over the head with it.
Hey, remember in our home game when
No.
how does one draw? What are they called? Hard hat.
If you do a
I just said the
flip
word
right now,
I don't want to.
you already know the results.
Yeah, I already know that it's bad. He leaning a lot. Pretend like he yelling at someone this tall.
He's got a mean lean. He's rolling intimidation against tall stick figure man.
Listen, I'm not redrawing this. You can't make me.
I wasn't gonna make you. It's just that you have 20 minutes left in your time still.
Fine. I'll fix it.
The way you started your line work and are now redoing it.
Listen, I'm an artist, not a smartest. Hashtag shout out to whoever said that on Instagram this week. It really spoke to me.
I know because you keep saying it and then you sent me the image of that meme.
It really, really spoke to me.
Oh, interesting.
What's interesting?
You're fixing it by going wider on the other shoulder.
Did you want me to make him less?
No, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. My instinct would always be to take in the side that's too wide.
No, make him wider. More chip shaped.
Tortilla chip shaped.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw
Let's
him.
keep talking about D&D. Is your job to talk about D&D while I draw? You get on me about this all the time.
Rules are nothing. There's nothing here.
Okay, we'll talk about beast forms. What do beast forms do? We haven't talked about them. We've just mentioned a goose, and that's it.
No, I did talk about them at the very beginning. You get a form of the beast. There's a bite, claw, or tail one. You choose the form each time you rage, right? And then, if you have the mouth form, you get 1d8 piercing damage on a hit, and once on each of your turns, when you damage a creature with this bite, you can regain a number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus, provided you have less than half of your hit points when you hit.
This is once per turn or once per long rest?
So when you're under half health, you can. I mean, it's like actually pretty significant, like because 2 HP per turn when you're level 3 is pretty big, actually.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, especially because like at that level, that's like 10% or more of your hit points.
I can't draw this hard hat.
What's interesting is that if you manifest the form of the beast with your claw attack, it does 1d6 slashing damage, but you can make one additional claw attack per attack action.
Not me Googling hard hat from Psy.
This is why I can't talk about D&D is because you say shit like that.
I actually did it from a 3/4 view.
Whose perspective?
Whose perspective?
That means that
I need to send you a photo after this.
That's so ominous. You don't even know how ominous that sounds.
I'm not using my computer that has Discord open, so I can't show you this image that I just found. But it's
that'll be just a little
hard
treat
hat
for later.
It's very funny. Just a little treat. This hard hat is too hard to draw. anything that's supposed to be round is hard. It's, you know?
You need to know the rest of these beast forms because they're actually cooler than I gave them credit for at the beginning of this stream.
Okay, what is
So
it?
besides the bite with the claws, you get that extra attack, right? Which means that when you get your extra attack at what, level 5? Is that when barbarians get their second
It's
attack?
5. I think it's when any martial class gets their second attack is 5.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, which means that if at level 5 you can pull on your claw form and then just do 2 attacks with your weapon and then 1 additional attack with your claws.
Fascinating.
So you could like do 2 hand axe attacks and then another 1d6 attack with your claws.
That's kind of how my class works right now, my home game class.
Yeah, but you have like spectral arms instead. Is that bludgeoning damage, by the way?
It's force damage.
Oh. I don't understand the difference between force and bludgeoning damage, but that's fine.
I think force is like you're not touching them. But it does the same thing as bludgeoning, if that makes sense. Like, you're not touching them, but it's like the same as bludgeoning. I can't draw this hard hat.
You don't have to draw a hard hat.
But I wanted to. That's okay. I'll just
You've just given this person such an aggressive look about them. It's going to be tough for me to... I love also...
You're small and angry. You can figure this one out.
Look. How dare you? Oh, first of all.
You have self-admitted to me that you would be a barbarian, so let's not.
But that's not actually public because we never published that.
Listen. Listen.
The other day in lab, I yelled really loud that I didn't need a jacket because the caffeine and rage were keeping me warm.
Mm-hmm.
And
were they?
First of all, yes, they were. And second of all, people thought that was hilarious. And I was like...
generally, I'm still cold even after I make declarations like that.
You never been sweaty with rage?
I have, but the AC is always blasting at work because I'm in Southern California, and if it's anything less than a million degrees,
do AC out here.
If it's anything less than 1,000,000 degrees in California, there's AC on. I don't get it. Anyways.
Okay, the last beast form. We can do this. The last beast form grows a lashing spiny tail. Shut the fuck up. A lashing spiny tail. On YouTube, you have to say whether or not your channel is made for kids. And here's the thing. Technically, by YouTube's guideline, we make content that's quote-unquote made for kids because we draw characters and we don't talk about sex, but we swear so much that I just had to be like, no, it's not for kids. I simply cannot in good conscience recommend this to kids. I mean, I know our mother was swearing in front of us before we were 5, but like...
Yeah, the only Cantonese I know is swear words. So.
Oh my god. I mean, she swore in English too, honestly.
Yeah, but
it is hilarious to me when our dad is like, oh my god, you guys have such foul mouths. And I'm like, hello, have you met your wife?
Well, and also he swears too. He
swears all the time.
He says feck instead of fuck, and then he thinks that it's not swearing. God damn it. I don't know if you can hear that jingling sound in the background, but that means that one of them ripped the jingly ball out of their toy and is now playing with it in my apartment. Wow, these legs are also widely just...
I mean, but at least you were consistent about which side was smaller, right?
I imagine, okay, so you know how both of us are pretty right side dominant in every way, shape, and form?
It's just that every time Humbert throws a wrench at somebody, they use their right side. And so
they can't stop themselves.
Can't stop, won't stop. Let me finish this tail thing, all right? You grow a lashing, spiny tail. It deals 1d8 piercing damage and has the reach property, which is great because then you can thwap a bitch from outside their melee range.
I love that.
Also, if a creature you can see within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swipe your tail and roll a d8, applying a bonus to your AC equal to the number rolled. It's kind of like quasi shield spell, a little less consistent, but like as a melee fighter and not a spellcaster, it's like pretty cool to have something that can impose like some kind of AC bonus.
What kind of tail do you think he has?
See, I feel like the only things with spiny tails are maybe like lizards. Or like a scorpion tail, maybe? Scorpion tail could be fun.
No, that's too hard to draw. Okay, I'm done.
It's not even, it's like barely 11. You really gonna stick me with an hour of drawing time on this?
Okay, sorry. Fine, I'll draw his little beast form symbols, okay? So here's his mouth. Let's see if I can pull out a goose real quick.
Oh yeah, baby, that squiggly line.
Fine, I'll turn up.
No, don't change it. I liked it.
You're the one who was like squiggly line.
Yeah, but I liked the squiggle. It's too late. You can't bring it back now. That's how the undo button work.
Okay, what do goose look like?
See,
goose beak.
Do you want to just switch over to my drawing? I can switch over to my drawing. That's fine.
You don't want to watch me struggle and do this?
It's just that if we have to watch you struggle and do this, it's going to be mostly just me desperately trying to talk about D&D while you quietly say things like, Google how to draw goose beak. And then you're going to draw that, which is not a goose beak.
It's a goose.
You can't just quietly say goose to yourself.
Wait, no, I've got it. I could do this.
Can you?
Wow, geese are disgusting.
I was thinking about since this week I don't have a lot going on. I was thinking about like doing some video editing and cutting together like highlights of some of the stream. And
no.
Wow, geese are ugly is definitely gonna make the cut.
They're not just ugly, they're just like gross. They're straight up gross. As all avian members are, but
this goose beak is fucked.
But look at its tongue.
This doesn't
okay,
feel
I'm
right.
done.
This feels wrong.
You're going. We can't do this.
Okay. Alright, get ready. I'm switching off of your screen. It needs to end.
This is somehow worse than Vinny.
Hey, and you're the one that started drawing this time, so we can't even blame me for the energy, the unhinged energy.
Well, okay, the problem with Vinny Good Fortune wasn't that you drew first, it was that it started with Diza.
See, here's part of the problem also, is that we keep referring, like, the only stream that we refer to in our other streams is just the worst one.
We need to purge it from our brains.
Like, they could go watch War and Squirtle, which is a much better stream, but we never refer to them because it doesn't have that unhinged energy.
Okay, let's talk about the halfling organization, and maybe that'll help you think of a scene.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm drawing right now. What does an office look
so there
like?
Just draw a bunch of cubes and you'll be good.
Yeah, but like, where do the corporations keep their secrets?
I don't know, but I imagine it's in one higher up's like office, but they don't even know where they keep things, and their assistant knows where they keep things.
Oh shit, that's really funny.
You know? Here's the thing is that my drawing is not actually bad. It's just everything I said was cursed during that
Yeah,
last
it was a
30
wild
minutes.
series of events.
I'm very sorry for our listeners
I
or
looked up
viewers.
corporate spy, and all of these images are bad.
We love that for us.
I think I'm just gonna draw here. Should I draw him bonking somebody, or should I draw him rifling through somebody's desk?
Sorry, you just cut out for me a lot, so I don't know
Oh,
what you said.
I knocked over my mic. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you fuck.
I don't need this.
Cursed.
I don't need this. Should I draw him? Should I draw Humbert rifling through somebody's desk or knocking a person out?
I would rather see knocking a person out,
Maybe I can
but I
draw
know that
him
that's
about to
harder.
knock out a security guard.
Yeah, maybe you can draw him with like a tail or something, or claws, just to get that good barbarian energy,
Yeah,
you know?
we're gonna do a sideways scene though, because we've learned our lesson. No perspective drawings on stream. Um, maybe they're like entering a building at night, you know? Can I help you? Why are you cackling so hard?
I don't know. The energy today is bad. It's so bad. Okay. Corporate spy at a halfling organization. Do we think the world is halflings? What are we?
I like the idea of an all halfling world, but you did draw him looking up. It could be just halflings and humans.
Yeah.
I know I said no perspective drawings and then just immediately added perspective because I'm a
Yeah, I
trash
was gonna say
person.
this looks like you're gonna try and do perspective drawing.
No, this is the maximum amount of perspective. Don't even worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
I just need to
That
draw
sounds
the
good to
front
me.
of a building.
Ah, I see. Okay, I do think that it's a human and halfling world. And they work for a halfling organization, and I think that most companies are like mixed human and halfling situation. I don't know how much we want to talk about racism. It's the only reason I'm not saying more.
Can I normally I would be all for it, but right now my brain is shot. I don't think I can have an intelligent conversation about this.
Okay, then I'll keep it to myself. Um
How big are doors in comparison to the front of a building? Certainly not this big.
you are asking the wrong person about proportions.
I guess it's a cartoon building, so it don't matter that much, but
Winston, what are you doing?
just to give myself some semblance of a fighting chance from the start. If I make the scene
Anyways,
big enough, I don't have to add details to the people, and that is the current strat.
fair
If I spend
enough.
45 minutes drawing windows, I don't need to draw anything else.
You could also you could also draw them in silhouette, no? Like you can have it backlit from the building and then just like have
Right,
them fully in
exactly.
silhouette.
Yeah, but you know how neurotic I am. I'm still gonna draw details in the silhouette.
Some things never change.
I know, I just don't grow as a person, and also it's hard. It's really hard.
yeah. Sniff the mic. One of my cats is here sniffing the mic.
Oh, that noise is. I don't know about
Is it
that.
making a noise?
It is. It is, and it's actually bad.
It's the cat who breathes heavy too.
It's bad, and I don't like it.
It's done now.
I mean, congrats.
Hi, buddy. Where'd you go? I don't know where he went. Okay. Yikes.
It probably would have been faster to just draw a bunch of windows, but here I am duplicating layers instead.
Those windows are crooked from each other, my man.
I know, but you know what? It's a cartoon, and this is the sketch layer, so.
But that line is wavy. We can't have that.
Look, I said I liked it. You're the one who interpreted it as it must go immediately.
And then I quit, and now you're drawing.
Are you going to talk about D&D or not?
No.
Because I think the Path of the Beast gets something interesting at like 10th level or something like that.
Okay, I'll read it. Reading who's she? Oh, beginning at 6th level, your quote feral power increases.
I mean, when you say it like that.
Okay. Basically, you can choose one of the four. Like, every time you finish a short or long rest, you can choose like a different benefit from this. So you can either gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed and can breathe underwater. You gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Cursed.
I think that Humbert uses that a lot. A lot.
To just scale the outside of a building. This bench is far too large. Jesus Christ.
Just let it happen. I know you won't, but
No, you know I can't. You know I simply can't.
I do think that Humbert uses that a lot to just like do a cheeky little climb. And then pop a window open and try and get some info, you know?
Yeah.
And then the third option is when you jump, you can make a strength check to extend your jump by a number of feet equal to the check's total. Jesus.
Can you imagine just jumping your normal jump and then just adding another like 10 feet to it?
Like if you roll a nat 20, you're adding like 25 feet. Anyways, oh, the other thing about the climbing one is that you can be upside down on ceilings.
No. No. That can't be right.
It's true. Okay. The 10th level feature is called Infectious Fury.
I love it.
You can curse your target with rabid fury.
Wait, what?
So the target makes a wisdom saving throw, blah, 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 blah. The target must use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. And they take 2d12 psychic damage.
Oh, wow. That's aggressive.
That's like, what is it? Crown of Madness. But then
yeah,
also they take damage.
Barbarian class basically gets a bunch of magician features.
Okay.
This is gonna be a hedge.
And then the 14th level feature is that basically you can get people to like when you rage you can choose a number of willing creatures equal to your constitution modifier to like join you, and they gain 5 temporary hit points, and on their turn they can either they can roll an extra d6 of damage to it
Sorry, what was that?
Basically, you make your allies hit for more at level 14.
That's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun. I do think that it has to be a melee. Oh, it doesn't say that it has to be a melee attack, so you could also do spellcasters. That's kind of fun.
What would a security guard look like standing at the front of this building? Maybe the bottom floor doesn't have windows.
Okay. One of my laptops is about to die.
I mean, you can unplug a few things, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
No,
let's talk about this
it
halfling
needs windows because it
organization.
looks really bizarre without windows. Okay.
Oh, did you delete the big boy windows?
Yeah, for a second I did.
Just keep the big boy windows. And just draw a little head that's shadowed in the big boy window. Okay. What does this halfling organization do? Oh, a herald. I feel like
I don't know how
I mean, I
used to
guess if they're
draw with traditional mediums using a single layer, aka the paper. Maybe this guard is like
frequently
patrolling.
frequently when if I do ever paint or draw, I'll be like, why can't I switch layers? And then in my head I go, oh. So I think there's this halfling. They do corporate espionage, amongst other things. What is the call to action? Why are they? Okay, no. Sorry.
How does one hold a flashlight though?
Management. One does not hold a flashlight. One uses their phone and squints really hard.
I'm trying to decide if they have an overhand or an underhand grip on this flashlight.
Is this a security guard?
Mm-hmm. Do security guards wear hats?
Okay. They can. I feel like they mostly wear all black, no?
I don't actually know how security guarding works. This one's carrying around a flashlight because it's cool and dramatic.
Okay. We should talk about call to action and why this is an actual campaign / story.
Maybe on a mission. Well, okay, maybe we should figure out what their organization does in the first place.
They investigate corporations for stuff.
Fraud?
Tax fraud.
No, that's so boring in real world.
Maybe
Maybe that is the normal thing they investigate for, but then one time Humbert is out investigating and he finds a nefarious world-ending plot instead of just tax fraud, and it becomes real awkward real fast.
You're cutting out so much on my end.
Really? Okay, let me quit out of a bunch of applications and see if that improves the quality of the stream. Don't need you, Zotero.
I'm like running out of storage on my computer, and I saw Zotero was still on my computer. I was like, I'm never using this again, and then I deleted it. I probably will use it again.
I use Zotero every day. Or is it jokes on me because of that? Unclear.
I think it might be jokes on you, no?
Yeah, probably. This human is so teeny tiny. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the whole scene a little bigger.
Anyways.
I hate myself.
So
this is gonna be bad to render.
it doesn't have to be bad to render. You just make it bad to render.
Is it acceptable to just draw the character poking out over the bush like this?
Is it acceptable to what?
You're about to see it. I know that you get it delayed on the stream.
Oh no. Anyways, so I do think it's normally corporate espionage, and then they realize that this company is doing more. I'm wondering if maybe they get called on almost as a contractor for the organization. So I guess we're going back to the Merc thing.
Do you see
No. It's real tiny on my screen. Hold on. Are they in a bush?
Do you see it?
I can't tell what's happening. Like, truly.
I've zoomed in for the benefit of stream. Okay, I came into this stream being like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll work on my facial expressions or something today. Hilarious. This is nothing. This is a nothing drawing. I need to do something more interesting.
It's nothing.
Maybe
drawing,
the guard is
stream.
doing one of these paths, like classic video game.
Oh, like the little square,
Yeah, and so then I almost said Vinny.
Cursed.
So then Humbert rolls up behind them.
I fully don't know what you just said.
I said so Humbert rolls up behind them to do a smack.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. Is that Humbert's head?
Look.
Poor big head.
I'm trying to draw his big body, but it is kind of from the side. And also he's
his
supposed
big
to be kind of small.
Body.
Fuck, I'm really struggling today.
Aren't we all? I do think that
they're both gonna walk
maybe
the same way.
What if this is Humbert's first big job with the organization?
Yeah, he used to be a merc.
Yeah. Or it could also be if we don't want to do the old grizzled person thing again, because we do that quite a bit.
Oops.
It could also be they don't believe him when he says that there's more going on than fraud, than traditional tax fraud. And they're you just want to hit things because you're a big beefy halfling.
This is bad. I want to go back to the version of Humbert that was just behind a bush.
What the fuck?
I think what needs to happen is maybe the guard needs to be... Oh man, I'm really struggling with this one.
You say that about every drawing.
I didn't say that about the Cedric drawing. That was one that actually flowed really nicely out of my brain and straight onto the canvas.
Okay, so 1 out of 5 or 6 streams now?
Look! My Kendra drawing wasn't bad also, actually.
I think, Kendra, we had bigger things to worry about.
Yeah, the fact that my sound was whack as hell and that we had restarted the stream, that I had downloaded a new streaming software partway through.
Yeah, exactly that.
Let me think.
Okay.
Maybe Humbert is like crouched back here. That's how you crouch, right? This is how you squat. Looking over his shoulder.
Oh yes, doing the pose that I tried to do.
Yeah, but from the back because I'm a masochist.
Why is he looking over it? I don't understand that. It could just
Because
be
he
front
keep
facing.
because I don't know. I was imagining these benches like a wall, and you keep your back to the wall so that nobody can sneak up from
I
behind like this
guess.
window. He needs to be able to see the guard. Okay, here's my logic, right? He knows what the guard's path is, and the guard has been very consistent so far. So he's not worried about that. He's more worried that somebody will pop into this window over here. You'll see.
Okay.
So he needs to be able to see.
Can we go back to talking about what the fuck is happening? Not in this drawing.
I don't know. I hate this too. Everything's gonna go away.
Okay, so
Um. Christ. Okay, we're gonna just delete your art. Get rid of that whole scene.
yeah, that sounds right. This is the energy that we're bringing into today. I would just do two figures and Humbert knocking it out with some sort of claw, tail, beak situation.
Yeah, but it's hard to draw a claw-tail beast situation with that low of a. What if we do like This is like the corner leading into another hallway here.
I'm not gonna do perspective drawing.
What's up?
I'm not gonna do perspective drawing.
Look! Look! This is barely a perspective drawing.
So cursed. Okay. I was saying that Humbert is young in the organization, and then you like didn't respond to this, so I'm gonna say it again, and maybe you will.
I was concentrating on how much I hated my own artwork. Okay.
I was saying that maybe
I'm gonna
it's
copy
their
the
first.
security guard.
You're gonna quit. Stream is done. We're done. uh,
Can I help you?
oh no. Okay. Here's my pitch. Please listen to it.
I'm listening.
So, Humbert is young in the organization. This is like his first solo mission or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, there's more going on than just like tax fraud. We need to like act on it or whatever." And they're like, "No, you just want to hit things because you're a barbarian." And that's the energy that he has with the organization. What the fuck is happening?
Are you marveling at my perspective drawing prowess?
Yeah, but did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I did. And I like it.
No
I'm
react.
just really concentrating right now. There we go. I fixed it.
You did it.
Oh, God.
Okay. So I think that their adventuring party is them, this barbarian
Maybe the security
corporate
guard that they
spy.
knocked out.
Is part of their adventuring party.
Yeah.
So this guy that you're drawing right now is part of
Yeah.
the adventuring party.
Yeah, that I've
Okay.
lovingly handcrafted. Is this how
His
you...
position has. What is the fuck? I see. I see. Okay.
Are you saying I see to where I've put Humbert in this drawing?
God, everything about this drawing is so crazy.
Look.
Everything about this stream is so cursed. Are you making him sitting like a cat? I can't.
He's not sitting like a cat, he's standing like a cat.
The problem is I can't see where his arms are. So...
Yeah, neither can I, so don't worry about it. Hold on, I'm about to Google looking around corner.
Okay, I think that the final member of the adventuring party is the assistant to the boss. You know?
Yes.
They're like the ones who's like, "Oh, look out for this in the office," or like, "Be aware of this."
Yes, for sure. I feel like they are like, they see, they're like, probably the assistant is smarter than the boss. They notice Humbert wandering around and they're like, you know what? I don't like my boss that much.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be fun to have the security guard also be a barbarian.
Shit, that's really funny.
And so that's how they become friendos. Like, Humbert tries to knock him out because he's like, oh, I don't know, he's not going to be good at fighting. But that's not true.
And then he
And then he's
rages, and then him and Humbert become bros.
best buds. Best bros for life. Yeah. I think the assistant. God, I'm trying to think about what class the assistant would be.
Mastermind rogue.
Yeah, that makes
Just
sense
an
to me.
all melee party.
No healers.
No healers. Head empty. Just bonk.
Head empty, just bonk. But also, the rogue is not a melee combatant. They're very much a ranged weapon combatant.
Okay, fair point.
Plus, they can give the help action from 30 feet away, so I really think that helps in terms of, like, Humbert's in the office and the assistant is outside at their desk, and they're like, oh, I think Humbert needs help, and then can, like, do it from there, you know?
These people are gonna be cartoon shapes. I'm out. I'm out of
That's okay. I drew a chip and put some features on it. Another fun thing about the Mastermind Rogue is that they can roll insight on written paper, so I think that also helps with the investigative part of it. We should have just done the assistant.
Yeah, honestly. Maybe we can
25 minutes left to stream.
What?
With 25 minutes left in stream, we finally figured out what's interesting about this character.
Yeah, maybe we should have done the assistant. It's fine, though.
Next time. I guess how does the beast forms fit into them being a spy though?
I was gonna draw him tripping a person with his tail.
I like that. Oh my goodness.
Is your cat doing something stupid?
No, I just saw the photos that your partner sent and the cat pics chat of your bunnies.
Oh yeah, they're being good today.
Are they? That's good. Oh yeah, look at that tail that's longer than the halfling.
Shh, 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 shh. I gave it a devil spine and then I wasn't feeling that. Would it be hilarious if this um, tail just manifested as a literal chain?
That'd be pretty funny. But then it's not really beast forms. I guess it
Beasts
could
can
be.
be anything. That's what D&D has taught me.
This is true.
This sketch is really cursed in a way that I simply cannot abide. Okay. I'm so sad.
Mm. The energy today. Wild. Oh, what if
I think I want to make this security guard like a bit more of a portly man.
okay, but what if um the security guard, now that they're buddies, just reports like different animals being in the building instead of Humbert?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's funny actually.
anytime there's a problem with like, oh, these files were missing, the security guard is like, well, I just saw the craziest thing in there the other day. I saw, you know,
Yeah,
I
we should
saw a rat just chew up all these files or something.
we should get an exterminator in here.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, look at that sway back.
I don't need this.
The foot is really good, though. The foot is extremely good.
Thanks. I crushed that on the first try. I was like, I'm gonna make this. The energy I want for this guy is, you know how Mr. Incredible has a huge torso and then teeny tiny
You
legs?
fully cut out. I don't know what you said.
Okay, I'll say it again. I guess my internet's being weird right now. You know how Mr. Incredible has just a huge torso and teeny tiny legs?
Yes. You know how I drew Humbert with a huge torso and teeny tiny legs?
Yes. Everybody in this world has that energy about him. Let me.
And it's the same for the female characters too, because we can't have that weird thick butt.
No, we're not doing weird thick butt. The female characters also have huge torso, tiny legs.
Yes, exactly.
I'm trying to figure out how they managed to do that on Mr. Incredible without making him also look weird. I mean, I guess he does look kind of weird, but it's like not. It isn't upsetting the way that this drawing is upsetting.
I don't know what you just said. Like, truly, you're cutting out so much, and I know that it's probably fine on stream, but I have no idea what you're saying.
I just said that I need it to, like Mr. Incredible has those proportions about him, but it's not upsetting to look at the way that this drawing is upsetting to look at.
I still don't really know what you said, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, sure.
God damn it. Are we sure the issue isn't your internet?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the one who DIY'd my home internet. So.
Yeah, but I didn't DIY my home internet. And my partner claims to not be doing anything to it right now. So and I'm inclined to believe him because he's in the bathroom.
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing I can do about the internet situation, so it might just be like this for a little bit. Okay.
Here, let me look up
What do
Popeye.
you
I
think?
think Popeye has the same proportions, and he's a cartoon.
Popeye has that one real thick arm, right?
Oh, he's long. He doesn't have teeny legs.
He got thick arm.
Let me look up cartoon person shapes. I think what I'm struggling is where the pant line goes on like a funny human
On
shape. You know what I mean?
yes.
Like
I mean,
making the funny human shape is one thing, putting the clothes on the funny human shape is challenging.
I mean that's exclusively what I do is put clothes on funny human shapes.
Okay,
Or
so
just
you
like
tell me, is
funny.
the pant line in the right spot here or does it need to be higher?
I mean, here's the deal is that I think if you wanted to do this, I would put the belly lower, right? Like it's a little too a or you could do a barrel chest, that works too.
I was trying to decide if I want round belly or barrel chest. I kind of wanted round belly though. Oh, like move the belly lower and then make the pants extend up onto the belly?
Yeah, and then the yeah, I just the move the belly lower and then you can either make the pants line really high and kind of like a weird like high-waisted situation, you know? Or it could go or it could rest underneath the belly. Either
I
one.
don't know if I like that. Okay, hold on.
The butt is also now in the wrong place if you do that. I think if you do this guy barrel chested, you could keep the pants where they were. Does that
I
make
might do
sense?
barrel chested just so I don't have to change the pants, to be honest with you.
Fair.
The original vision was round belly, but I simply cannot redraw the pants at this point. It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, your original shape was just like two in the middle between barrel chested and
Yeah, I
belly.
agree. It needed to be more exaggerated for this cartoon. And now he
Yeah.
looks like that rooster from
Maybe that's his beast shape.
you know exactly which rooster I'm talking about, right?
I do. I do.
That cartoon rooster.
Cursed. Everything's cursed.
All the
What kind of.
cartoons. Is it a Looney Tune? That feels like a Looney Tune.
It probably is. It's because it's definitely not like a Disney style. Um, what was I gonna
Uh-oh,
say?
I don't know where this hand in the back goes.
I was gonna
God,
say something and I don't remember. Oh, I was gonna say, what kind of barbarian do we think that this security guard is?
Maybe just like a classic berserker.
That's what kind of what I was thinking. Like he hit a bunch. He's not fancy with beast shapes or whatever.
Just an
He
old
just
fashioned bonk person.
just a bonk person who do a bonk.
I'm
Okay,
spending a
what do
lot of
you
time
think
on
that?
this character that is not our character.
I know it's
Is it pissing you off?
yes.
It's 11:45. I'm still drawing a security guard.
You're drawing the side character. What do you think that they find out about this corporation?
Oh, crushed the head shape first try.
Look at that flat skull.
I know you don't see the drawing as it happens. It's excellent.
Oh yeah, buddy. Okay.
Oh yeah. He's got a handlebar mustache, or not a mustache, a handlebar mustache, a broom, push broom mustache. What is the one that's just?
Oh, a bar. A push broom. I think it is a push broom mustache.
Is it? I don't
Broom
know the names
stash?
for anything.
I don't know the names for anything either. What do you think they find at this corporation that's like more sinister? I guess like what kind of company is he spying at?
An energy company. I don't make the rules, but it has to be.
Okay, so it's an energy company. I think maybe they're like trying to say that they're doing green energy, but they're really not.
Yeah, that feels correct.
And he's back. Hello, Harold.
I've made yet another complicated lighting job for myself.
I just think that you don't know how to not make complicated line jobs for yourself.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh no.
What the cat's up to?
There's some packaging on my table that I need to throw out, but he keeps trying to come over here and like play with the packaging and knock it over and like.
You don't want to leave it there just for Himba?
There's already so many cardboard boxes in my apartment. We can't have more.
Here's the thought. I know it's not like necessarily explicitly relevant to Roll Me a Hero, but like you should follow Jorts the Cat on Twitter.
Oh, I am.
That's a good ass Twitter account.
We are following George the Cat on Twitter.
I mean, it just is a good Twitter
Oh my
account.
god,
It's
he's
funny,
playing with
it's
his own
pro-labor.
tail now. Jesus.
I am struggling with this foot.
No, you can't bite that. Feet are always a struggle.
I'm thinking about the merits of taking a post-stream pre-lunch nap.
I'd love to do that, but I do need to go pick up my wallet. Because I am a disaster.
This is a nub hand situation for sure.
You know that I didn't draw fingers. I literally just drew 2 circles.
The thing about this pose and this angle is that for sure you can't see his backhand, but I can't tell if that's also the case on the cartoon version.
The dilemmas of drawing characters in 3D.
Drawing quasi 3D cartoon characters.
Yeah. Why do that when you can just draw a triangle, though? Am I right?
Well, when you draw the scene drawings, sometimes you make decisions and they were wrong, and you stick with them because you had already made 3 wrong decisions before that you'd already erased. So...
Yeah, when I draw the scene drawings, I don't do this much detail, so...
I mean, that's on me. I can't lie. That's entirely on me. See, one of the advantages to hat is that you don't have to draw hair.
I don't know what you said.
I said one of the advantages to hat is that you don't have to draw hair.
Yes, but I couldn't draw the hard hat because it was needed to be like really circular on his head, and I couldn't figure that one out.
It's okay. We've already gotten rid of the whole idea of the corporate espionage with the building inspector.
Oh yeah, let's do a meow meow. Did you just turn off my air purifier? Oh my god. One of them really likes to climb up on the table via the air purifier.
I'm
They're
not
both here
drawing this
now.
man in a button down. He's gonna wear a sweater.
That's fair. We'll just know in our hearts that he wears a sweater vest. Okay.
And apparently skips leg day, based on his shape.
He builds lean ballerina muscle in his legs.
I hate it.
And thick bodybuilder muscles in his torso.
I'm gonna hate myself on Wednesday when I'm rendering this.
Listen. Is there any other D&D things we can talk about? This has truly devolved so much.
Don't know what you're talking about. This is a normal stream. A normal stream with normal behavior.
We've said normal things. We've done normal things. Neither of us restarted our drawing.
Overall A+ effort from both.
You can talk about halfling things.
Do halflings, I guess anybody can pick up the lucky feat now, but I think that used to be exclusive to halflings.
Halflings have a specific version of lucky.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's when you roll a nat 1, you can re-roll the dice, which I think is too powerful. Like, I think that you should have to deal with nat 1 still. Instead of being able to re-roll every nat 1, you know?
Yeah, I would be okay with that being like sort of like a couple times per day thing.
I would honestly even say, depending on what kind of campaign you play, once per long rest. Yeah. If you're doing a campaign where you do a ton of rolls and every day is like played out in real time, then you can probably do 3 times per long rest. But if you're doing like the way that we do our home game, it would probably be once per.
Which is to say, time is a construct.
Time is a construct. It's very fluid. Halflings also have advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
See, I feel like this is a short, stout human, and this is a wide halfling. I am, you know what? It was a rough journey getting here, but I'm not mad at this sketch.
It's a pretty good sketch.
It's like not bad. I'm like not too angry about it.
I would say that neither of our drawings are bad this time. It just took too much to get there.
It took a really long time to get here, and we were insane the entire time.
They're both in the kitchen play fighting, and one of these cats is just significantly larger than the other one.
Despite the fact that they were fully charged, my AirPods just died, so it might be time.
Yeah, we can call it.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Are you talking?
Hello?
Shit.
We can call it now if you're...
What did you just say?
We can call it now if we're good.
Yeah, I think it's time to call it, because despite the fact that I charged my AirPods last night, they are now fully dead. So this stream is... We're done.
We're done. I'm so sorry, guys.
Bye, internet. Shout out to the one person who started following us. You're the best.
Yeah, truly. Thanks for sticking with our chaos nonsense.
It's gonna be better and better every week if you come back next week, I promise. I don't know if I can make that promise.
I don't think I can do next weekend.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Bye.
Bye.